Hello everyone! Welcome back to our tutorial on creating beautiful and long-lasting flowers using clay. In case you missed it, we previously created a stunning 3D interior composition, the gorgeous hydrangea flower. You can find the link, the tutorial in the description below. But today we're taking it one step further. We will be creating a second version of interior painting using the hydrangea flower. This continuation to our journey promises to be even more amazing and inspiring than the first part. Are you ready to learn a new set of skills and techniques for creating elegant and lifelike clay flowers? Let's get started!
Let's dive into the world of flowers together. I bought these rectangular frames of slightly elongated shape. They were for discs. Well, in general they fit me perfectly in shape. You see a hole that I will use as a center. In our previous episode, we crafted exquisite 3D wall art using hydrangea blooms from scratch. If you missed it, make sure to catch up and witness the captivating process. Now, let's get started with the sketch. We will be crafting unique pots in two shapes, and we will create two option 3D paintings hydrangea. I begin process of shaping the pot itself using nothing more than common household foil. It's truly remarkable how this simple material can be molded into stunning forms, and the best part, it's accessible to everyone. I start by pressing the form, wrapping it with foam clay and shaping it into oval shape. It's amazing how everyday items like a regular marker can serve as tools for rolling out the model in clay. No need for specialized materials here. I wrap the long form we created from foil, trim off the excess, and shape it according to my vision. To achieve a smooth surface, I lightly brush the clay with water in certain areas. Next, I begin shaping the neck of the pot. I create a ring, attach it to the top, and mold it with the help of water and brush. Then I repeat the process, forming the base of the pot. Here I add ground texture. Now, here comes my loyal companion Sonia. She is always eager to lend a paw. In my projects, you can see how enthusiastic she is to help. Now, here I work on crafting the pot handles. Sonia patiently by my side. Each handle I glue and straighten. Sonia's presence adds a touch of joy and companionship to the process. Don't to leave until the job is done, even if she is a bit tired. I use a mold to create a decorative element for the pot, making the process incredibly easy. Sonia, ever the curious helper, seems eager to assist wherever she can. the final result, I present two pots of the same size but with different shapes to add a touch of variety of our compositions. Now let's move on to the exciting part, painting the pot. I want to showcase some interesting techniques, so I've chosen 3 paints, red, brown and yellow. I've prepared equal amounts of each and will now mix them together to achieve the beautiful color that will completely cover the entire pot. Once the base coat is applied, it's time to darken certain areas. I focus on the bottom and edges of the pot, creating depth and dimension. The same technique I applied to the neck of the pot, adding a touch of character. Next, I mix red and yellow paint to create bright spots, adding an edged look to our pot. This technique gives the impression that it was crafted and fired by skilled artisans using ancient pottery techniques. I also incorporate a little dark brown in select areas for adding richness. And for the final touch, we take white paint to bring our sculptural decorative element to life. It's a perfect opportunity to add highlights to the pot's handles, improving their appearance with a touch of elegance. I enjoy creating pieces that give the impression of being crafted over centuries using simple and accessible techniques. Going forward, let's work on the stem of the hydrangea. I roll out a piece of modeling clay and shape of stem and branches that will pick out beneath the flower. Now it's time to paint. I mixed light green, white and touch of cool green color to achieve the perfect shade for the stem. Moving on to the hydrangea leaves, I once again use modeling clay. Let's talk about color choice. Instead of opting for a cool green, I prefer a warm green with a hint of yellow. Why? Well, after experimenting, I found that using a cool tone made the leaves appear artificial and plastic-like. Here, I mix the clay with a warm green paint, gradually adding more to achieve the desired color without going overboard. To add texture, we can use a mold, although it's not necessary as we can find natural leaves with interesting textures in the park. I demonstrate using leaves with rough texture and as examples. You can use dried or live leaves. I take green clay and shape it into a drop, removing it and rolling the textured part edges of the leaf using a professional tool for the flower sculpturing, or you can use toothpick that I showed in the previous part. I refine the edges to create a wavy appearance, and if needed, I can use scissors to adjust the leaf shape. Once again, I want to emphasize the creativity is simple and accessible to everyone. I also demonstrate how I made a sign using the same modeling clay, adding classic elements and writing hydrangea on it. The mold comes in handy once again. Let's continue coloring the leaves. Time to add the finishing touches to our composition. We start by applying a dark green color to the leaf surface. Then, while the paint is still wet, we gently wipe off the excess with a napkin, leaving the color only the recesses of the leaf. The technique improves the texture and adds depth. Next, we take a light green color, which can be achieved by mixing yellow and dark green, and apply it to the leaf. This creates a warm, sunlit effect on the surface. To add a touch of vibrancy, we use a crimson color on the edge of the leaf, making it lovelier and more picturesque. It's time to round up the stones and bring everything together. Here I'm showing the framed artwork with the effect we learned in the first part. I carefully arrange all the elements, the stem, leaves, and the sign we created, and bring them together. The result is truly stunning. Additionally, I've prepared second option, which also looks fantastic. These paintings make a perfect pair, sharing a similar composition but with a touch of added variety. Here is the magnificent result of our creative journey. The composition beautifully showcases each component in perfect harmony. Take a moment to admire the stunning outcome. These paintings, whether displayed individually or as a couple, will make a striking statement in any interior, be it modern or classic in style. Imagine the joy this masterpiece could bring as a gift for someone dear to you. The lifelike appearance of the flowers is so captivating that you can almost imagine their smell. And the best part, they will remain forever vibrant, never wilting or fading. If you enjoyed this tutorial and want to stay inspired, make sure to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the like button and share your thoughts in the comments section.